Hello everyone, my name is K. Arshawardhan. I am from CSMA section and my topic is queue operations with examples. In this queue operations with examples, we will discuss about the operations in the queue and what types of operations are there and how many types of queues are there with examples. Now we will start from the first topic, introduction to queue operations. A queue is a linear data structure that follows the first in first out principle. First in first out principle means when we add the one element in the queue at first, then we can only delete it from the at first only. Queues are commonly used in computer science for tasks such as scheduling, buffering and synchronization. Here we can say that the applications of the queues are computer science for tasks such as scheduling, buffering and synchronization. Operations on a queue include enqueue, adding an element, dequeue, removing an element and peek, viewing the front element. Here we can see these are the operations of the queue. Enqueue means adding an element to the queue. Dequeue, removing an element to the queue. And peek means the viewing the front element, the top element which we entered. Now we are discussing about the first operation of the queue, enqueue operation. Enqueue adds an element to the back of the queue. Example, adding elements 10, 20 and 30 to a queue in that order. Enqueue operation will be added from the back side of the queue. After enqueuing, the queue would look like 10, 20, 30. Here we will see in the picture. We add the 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 from the back of the queue. So we can say that rear is the adding of an element side one end and front is the deleting of an element from the one end. Now we are discussing about dequeue operation. Dequeue removes the front element from the queue. Example, removing the front element from the queue with elements 10, 20 and 30. After dequeuing, the queue would look like 20, 30. As we know, front means the another end where we start the deleting the elements. From there we will remove the elements, then it is known as dequeue operation. Here we can see the example 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. After removing 40, it becomes 10, 15, 20, 30 from the front element. Front means the end where we want to delete. Now we are discussing about another operation in the queue, peek. Peek operation. Peek allows you to view the front element of the queue without removing the front element. We can know that the what is the peak value. If we want to know the last value, means front value, then we have to use the peek operation. Example, peeking at the front element of queue with elements 10, 20 and 30. The front element would be 10. Another one, isEmpty operation. IsEmpty checks if the queue is empty. Example, checking if a queue with elements is empty. The queue is not empty if it just has elements. If we want to insert an element in a queue, we have to check whether the queue is empty or not. To know the queue is empty or not, we will use the isEmpty operation. As we can see here, front 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's from back. Front 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back. Dequeue operation is going on here. Now we are discussing about isFull operation. At previous slide we checked whether the queue is empty or not by using the isEmpty operation. Now we will check the queue is full or not by using the isFull operation. If we want to delete an element in a queue, we have to check whether the queue is full or not by using the isFull operation. IsFull checks if the queue is full in case of fixed size queue. Example, determining if a queue with a maximum capacity of 3 is full after enqueuing 3 elements, the queue would be full after enqueuing 3 elements. Now we can see the applications of queues. Queues are used in printer queues to manage print jobs. Operating systems use queue for managing processes and handling interrupts. Queues are essential in networking for handling data packets and etc. etc. Or some or some more applications. Now we will discuss about the types of queues. Circular queue. A circular queue is a variation where the front and back of the queue are connected. Here we can see that the front and back are connected, as we can see the circle here. Here fourth one and the 01 is connected. So this one is known as circular queue. A circular queue is variation where the front and back of the queue are connected. This allows for efficient memory usage. It will become the efficient memory usage and avoids the need to shift elements. Circular queues are commonly used in operating systems and embedded systems. It is the application of the circular queue. Now we will discuss about the priority queue. A priority queue is a type of queue where elements are dequeued based on their priority. Priority means selection, means high value. When we use the priority queue, then it will only delete from the highest priority to lowest priority. Elements with higher priority are dequeued before elements with lower priority. Priority queues are used in algorithms like Dijkstra's shortest path algorithm and Huffman coding. Now we can see queues are a fundamental data structures with various operations and applications. Understanding queue operations is crucial for efficient algorithm design and problem solving. These are the advantages of the queues. Incorporating queues in programming can lead to optimized solutions for a wide range of problems. So thank you for your attention. We hope this presentation has provided a clear understanding about queues. Thank you.